Hey, welcome to your appointment. Are you excited to get your permanent jewelry on? I'm excited to put it on for you. Okay, so before we begin, since you have the studio booked out, you can pick one of these 4 scents that we have to put in our little mist machine here. And that way it'll smell up the room to give you some really nice aromatherapy. So the different scents we have: sweet orange, I've got this lime scent, grapefruit, and lemon. Do any of those sound good to you? My recommendation is to mix the lemon with the lime to make kind of like a pseudo Sprite smell. You want to try that? Okay. Go ahead and add these. Okay. So just remove this. Add in a few drops. And a few drops of this. Okay. And put the lids back on. Okay. Now add the lid. Press the mist button. And you can hear it's got a really nice rainfall sound. Can you smell it already? Okay, so now that we've got that delicious smell ruminating in the air, I'm going to go ahead and ask you some preliminary questions about what kind of jewelry you're wanting to get. Do you know if you'll want an anklet or a bracelet? You're thinking more of a bracelet. And do you have a hand preference, right hand, left hand? You think your left hand would be best? Okay. So what I'm going to do, if you can just give me your hands. I'm just going to take this cleansing foam. And I'm going to go ahead and wash your hands with it, okay? Just getting any oils off of your wrist here. Okay. And then we've got a towel to dry you off here. Okay. Perfect. And then I know that cleanser is honestly a little bit drying, so I always keep around this lotion to use. Just gonna go ahead and put a little bit on. This stuff smells so good. Just give me your hands here. Okay. Getting that all rubbed into your arms. Okay. Wonderful. So now that we've got you cleaned and prepped, now's the really fun part. We're going to go ahead and look at all of the different chain options that we have. So we've got a couple stainless steel options, a few in silver, and a few in gold. So I'll go ahead and go through them all with you right now. So for the stainless steel, this is the largest chain we have. It's called the curb chain. The one underneath it, this is a large paperclip chain. This one's really modern and trendy. We've got 2 sizes of stainless steel cable chain underneath that. One's slightly bigger than the other. This one's considered kind of more of like a dainty cable. Down here for the silver, we've got a nice medium cable chain. And underneath that, this very cool twist chain. I love this one so much. Underneath that, we've got the gold dainty paperclip chain. And following that, we have our daintiest gold cable chain. Any of those jumping out at you initially? You thinking stainless steel is what you're going to look for? Yeah, we've got a couple more options in the stainless steel category. You kind of like one of these 2 cable chains. Yeah, these are very popular. It's great for everyday wear, which of course permanent jewelry is. Tends not to get caught on things, kind of goes with everything that you wear too. Yeah, you can take a closer look here. So as you can see, they're very, very similar. This one's a little bit heftier. This is sort of like a medium small size, and then the small size here. You kind of like the medium size? Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that. Okay, so now that we have all of our chains picked out, we can also think about adding any accessories that you want. Yeah, we've got quite a selection here. We've got a few pendant-like options, and then we have a few charms as well. Yeah, I can go through them. So this is like a nice fire opal here. This one's a really nice. The only disadvantage is you can't get it wet, which makes it very difficult for wrist wear. The next option is this beautiful moonstone. This one's one of my favorite personally. Next we have this blue sapphire. This one's gorgeous. It's got a nice big stone on it, very much of a statement piece. We've got this pretty amethyst paired with 3 small diamonds. Next is the ruby. This is my runner-up, second favorite. For the charms, we have this kind of heartbreak charm for the romantics. We've got this moon skull charm. It's kind of eerie, creepy, cool. And then finally we've got this glitter charm. I honestly don't recommend the glitter charm because it's a little bit pokey, especially if it's going to be on your wrist. You don't want it stabbing you at all. Any of these catching your eye at all? You do like the moonstone too? Okay, well we can definitely see if we can add that onto your final chain. So next, let's go ahead and just get a quick measurement. I'm just going to get an approximation for your wrist size and just see about how much cable we're going to need for you. Yep, so just put your wrist out like that. And I'm just going to just get a measure of your wrist. We don't want it to be tight on your wrist, so I'm going to make it a little bit loose here. Okay. All right. So it's going to be about 6 inches or so. Okay. So how's this chain looking? You still really like the look of it? Yeah, it's very dainty. The stainless steel is one of the best options because not only is it durable, but it will tarnish much more slowly than the silver will. Okay, so I'm just going to get another approximation. Just go ahead and hold out your hand. I'm just going to wrap this around. Okay. Probably about this big. Okay. So I'm just going to take our tape measure here, measure a little bit extra so we have some room to work with. So I'm going to go for about 8 inches. And I'm just going to gently cut, just like that. Okay, so here's your bracelet so far. So now what I'm going to do is take this little baggie. And I'm going to grab out 2 ends for you. So we have these 2 rings. And now we're going to apply those to your chain. Okay, so first we need to open up the ring. Just opening it like that so that we have a little opening there. And now we're going to try to attach that right onto the end so that we're hooked on. And now we'll just close that back up again. There we go. got one side done, as you can see there. Now we'll do the next one. Here's loop number 2. We're going to gently open it, just like that. Same as last time, we're just going to hook that right on and close it back up again. Okay, so we've got our loops on. I'm just going to size it again one more time. Okay. You think that's about the right size? Okay. So I'm going to combine these loops together. Just opening and connecting the loops. Just like that. So we have your bracelet. And now we'll close those loops back up. Just like that. Okay. How does that feel? Yeah, give it a second, kind of stretch around. Make sure it doesn't get caught on this part of your wrist. Kind of when it falls below, you want to make sure it can freely slide back up. That's the most comfortable I find, when the bracelet can move freely like this. Kind of bend your wrists around. Yeah, that is good. Okay, I'll go ahead and take that. So did you want to add any charms to this? You want to take a look at the moonstone? Okay, let me just open this back up. There's that moonstone again, really, really gorgeous. So I'm just going to go ahead and pipe this through. Okay, there it is on your chain. Do you like the look of that? Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get this fitted on you. So I'm just going to bring this up, thread it like this. Perfect. And then close these back up for you. Just like that. Okay. I love how that looks on you. The stainless steel with the moonstone. It looks so good on your skin. So last, what we're going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick little solder. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt at all. So I'm just going to take this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the bracelet away from you while I solder just a little dollop right on that edge. Just adding a little bit of solder right to this connection here. Okay. Perfect. I'm just going to let it cool down real quick. Alright. So now that we've got that on, I'm just going to give it a quick little file to make sure there's no sharp edges for you. Just like this. Just cleaning that up. Back here. Okay. Awesome job. So there's one last step to seal everything in. I'm just going to take a little bit of this resin and apply just a dollop right on top. Just right on that little seam. This will add a little element of waterproof ability. So I'm just going to one drop. And then I'm going to cure it with my light right here. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to give your bracelet a quick little buff. This will just help keep it shiny. Okay, and dust off any little particulates that might have fallen onto your wrist. Okay, and now I'm just going to buff up your cute little moonstone, okay? So I'm just going to brush. You can really see how gorgeous that is. Just cleaning it up for you. Okay, you are all done. And I love to send my clients home with one of these special perfumes. It's just so nice to have that wonderful smell after you've gotten your bracelet on. So I've got 3 from you to choose from. They all smell so good. You want to smell them? Okay. This one's like really nutty and earthy and just warm and delicious. This one's probably my favorite. Then we've got this really nice lilac smell. Lilac is one of my absolute favorite smells. And then this one's like, it's kind of fruity. What do you think? You like the fruity one? Okay. I'm gonna pop this out. And just put your wrists out like this. Okay. And I'm just going to apply some perfume there for you. Okay, wonderful. All right, how do you feel? Yeah, you love your new bracelet? Okay, I'm so happy. So just remember, you can come back if it ever falls off or gets any damage on it, and I'll fix it up for you. That's a $20 repair charge, but honestly, the one that I've had on has lasted me 3 years already, so I think you'll be pretty set for a while. Yeah, of course. Let me just get your total added up here. Okay, so with the moonstone and the stainless steel cable, your total will come out to $70 today. Yeah, of course I take cash. All right. Well, thank you so much. If you ever need anything, I'll be in my studio. You know where to find me. It was lovely meeting you. I hope to work with you again in the future. Okay, bye-bye.